Good evening. A very good evening to all of you. On behalf of Maja House, I extend a warm welcome to you all. Maja House is a literary and cultural space in Amritsar. We have hosted 3 literature festivals and a whole bunch of small events at our book cafe, Cafe Kikli. We organized the first Maja House Children's Literature Festival in November with best writers, storytellers, theater workshops, and bird watching sessions. In the time of this pandemic and lockdown, we bring to you online sessions through our book room. We are happy to collaborate with Red Panda, a new list of children publication by Westland Amazon. And today we have authors Arti Mutana Singh and Mamta Naini discussing their book Suni Goes to Space, which explores the story of Sunita Williams, the famous Indian origin American astronaut. Arti Mutana Singh is a children's writer, freelance journalist, copywriter, editor, and cartoonist. She has authored more than 35 books for children. Currently, she's a partner at Syllables 27, an outfit that produces books for children on a turnkey basis for publishers and organizations that work with children. Mamta Naini is a children's writer, editor, and translator based in New Delhi. Her book, A Brush with Indian Art, won the Hindu Young World Good Books Award 2019 for the best book. And we also have Vidhi Bhargav, publisher Red Panda, who will engage you in a very interesting activity. And before we start, quick instructions. You will not unmute your microphones. Okay, your microphones, your mics are muted. You will not unmute them so that you can hear the story. Secondly, your cameras should be switched on. Okay, microphones off, cameras on. And if you have any problem or any query, you can write it down in the chat box. Ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Give me a thumbs up, quick. So over to Arti and Mutana. Oh, sorry, Arti and Mamta. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Arti Mutana Singh, a very long name, I know. And it takes me a long time to sign. But I like it because Arti is a very common name and Arti Mutana Singh is not common. Is it common? I don't think so, right?
No.
You definitely remember a name like Arti Mutana Singh. And because I'm from South India, Arti is spelled A-R-T-H-Y. And Mamta and myself, Mamta, this friend of mine, and myself, write books together. You have to think about how we write books together. All these books, even the book that one of you all was showing me up right now, we've written together. And Mamta will be telling you, it's a part of a 4-book series. This is the first one we'll be reading to you, but she'll tell you about the other 3 before we read you this book. Some of you or most of you have got the book, but if the ones who haven't will hear us reading the story to you. Over to you, Mamta.
Hi, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all today. And we're very, very excited about this session because this is the first session that we're doing around this new series of books that Arti and I have co-written. And it's a series which is called the Little Leaders series. And one of these books would have already reached you, right? So have you all read that book, Suni Goes to Space?
Put a thumbs up if you have. Yeah, most of them have seemed to have read it.
Okay, so why do you think we've named this series the Little Leaders series?
Can I say?
You can maybe unmute yourself and answer.
I know.
Why do you think these books are called the Little Leaders series? Anyone? Okay, so these books are basically about thought leaders who dreamt big and they fulfilled their dreams and in their respective fields. And these books are about how they were when they were little. So these are stories from their childhoods. These are not completely factual. It's a mix of fact and fiction. So there are 4 books in the series. And the first one is a book which is called It's an Amazing Universe. Okay, it's a book about the famous astrophysicist whose name was Stephen Hawking. Okay, so when he was young, he was quite an oddball and he didn't like going to school. Well, I also didn't like going to school much.
Excuse me, what's oddball? What does oddball mean?
So he used to like doing odd stuff. So what he would do is when everybody in his class would be studying, he would look outside the window at the sky, at the trees, at the birds, and he wouldn't listen to what his ma'am was saying. Okay, and in the evening when all the other children were doing their homework, he would just go out, he would lie on the grass and he would look at the sky and he would wonder about all the mysteries that the universe holds. And he had this very special thing about him. He would think about whatever things he had at home, he would think about what else they could be used for. Okay, so I'll show you an illustration from the book. So here, if you look at this illustration, he's turned the umbrella upside down and he's made a little pool inside that umbrella, and he's set his paper boats to sail inside that umbrella. And here, if you look at this illustration, he's actually wearing a big box and he's imagining himself to be a rowboat. So he would think of all the things that he could do with all the things that he had at his home. So what do you have around you right now? Can you think of other uses for the things that you have around yourself? Yeah, so I have a book here. Maybe it could be used as a pillow. Yeah, or I have a phone here. Maybe it could be used as a paperweight. What do you have around you? Can it be used for something else?
What can Meera's hairband be used for? Meera, what do you think you can use your hairband for? She's got a lovely hairband. She's wearing it. No, she's wearing it as a crown. She's wearing a hairband like a crown now. That's a good idea.
How lovely is that?
Ayana, what are you doing? You're thirsty? What do you think you can do with that cup you've got in your hand? Can you make it into a hat once it's empty? Empty the glass and put it on your head. Do you think you can make it into a cap? Is it empty, Ayana? No, it's got water in it. I don't think she wants to get herself wet.
I have a pencil here. Maybe I can use it to scratch my back.
You can use a pencil even to tie up your hair. Not my short hair, but Mamta's hair or Bibi's hair. Right? A pencil can be used for other things as well, besides just writing. You have to start thinking like Stephen Hawking.
Okay, so Stephen Hawking did this all the time. Okay, he even created a computer using all the recycled stuff. So he used the old parts of a clock, he used the switchboard of an old telephone, and he created a computer out of it. And all his friends started calling him Einstein. Okay, he was very, very interested in science because science helped you solve a lot of mysteries, right? So he was very, very interested in science, and then he got admission into the Oxford University.
Mamta, just a minute. Somebody just said he can use his pencil box as a plant jar. Oshin, Oshin, who said? Yeah, who said that? Oshin said that?
How creative is that?
Yeah. You can use a helmet also, actually, a helmet that doesn't have a strap anymore, as a plant holder.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so Stephen created this computer and his friends started calling him Einstein, and then he was very, very interested in science, so he got admission in the Oxford University. But when he turned 21, he was suddenly diagnosed with this very strange sort of a disease, which was a neuromotor disease, and his entire body became paralyzed. He couldn't walk, he couldn't eat, he lost his voice. But he thought that there are all these mysteries in the world that I need to solve. So he didn't give up, okay? And he got this wheelchair made for him, which had a computer attached to it. And the computer read the facial movements of Stephen, and it synthesized those facial movements into a voice. So that's how Stephen Hawking wrote a lot of books. He researched a lot of subjects. He came up with a lot of theories. He came up with the theory of the Big Bang and black holes. Do you know what the Big Bang theory is? What is the Big Bang?
Somebody just said you can use a pillowcase as a bag, a shopping bag.
Yeah.
Good idea, no?
Yeah, awesome. Okay. So somebody has read this story as well. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So do you know what the Big Bang is? Anybody? You can
Not
unmute
the-
yourself and you can tell me.
Not the TV serial, huh? We're not talking about the TV serial, the Big Bang
Yeah,
Theory, huh? The real Big Bang, which the serial was named after. Riddick has, I think he knows. You want to unmute yourself, Riddick?
Okay.
Answer?
Riddick, unmute yourself and tell us.
The Big
Come
Bang,
closer.
the Big Bang theory means like how the Earth, how the universe began.
That's right. So scientists believe that the universe wasn't always there. The sun, the moon, the stars, they weren't always there. And the universe came to be some 13.8 billion years ago, a very, very long time back, okay? And before that, there was just this small little dot, which is called the singularity or the cosmic egg, which was growing and expanding, and suddenly it exploded, okay? And out of it came a lot of atoms. And since there was an explosion, everything was very hot. And as things cooled down, these atoms came together and they formed these, the stars, the sun, the galaxies, okay? So that's how the universe came to be. And they also believe that universe is still expanding. So there'll be another Big Bang, billions and billions of years later, okay? And all these things, like they also believe that there's not just one universe, there are multiverse, there are many, many universes. And all these things will go into a black hole. So what is a black hole? Anyone? Ridit, do you know what a black hole is? Okay, tell us.
Unmute. Unmute yourself. You're still on mute.
Ma'am, when a star explodes, when the star is dead, it becomes a black hole, and black holes suck in all the dead atoms and particles.
That's right. So black hole is this place in space that has such strong gravity that even light cannot escape out of it. So it sucks everything in. Okay, so that's what scientists believe, that everything will eventually fall into this big black hole. Okay, and Stephen Hawking he played a very critical role in coming up with this theory of the Big Bang and the black hole. Okay, so this was about this first book in the series, It's an Amazing Universe. The second book in the series is about this girl whose name is Mithali Raj. So can anybody tell us who Mithali Raj is?
I'll give you a clue. It's something to do with cricket. Does anybody know? You'll have to give a thumbs up if you know the answer. You can guess. Take a guess. Do with Indian cricket.
Okay, Reena knows. Okay, Reena, unmute yourself and tell us.
Yes, Naina.
Like Virat Kohli was from the nicest cricket player. Like that, she was the most cricket player.
Very good.
She
Very
is
good.
the captain of the international women's cricket team, and she's also the highest run scorer in international women's cricket. Okay, but when she was very small, just about your age, all she liked doing was sleeping. So whenever and wherever she would find the space and the time to sleep, she would just drift off to sleep. So
What's the name of the
one
book?
day,
What's the name of the book?
yeah, the name of the book is Born to Bat. Okay, so her father one day said that you can't be sleeping all day and you need to do something. So from tomorrow onwards, you're going to get up at 5:30 in the morning and you'll go with your brother to this academy where he trains in cricket. Okay. So she couldn't say no. So early the next morning, her mother woke her up with great difficulty. She groggily walked to this academy where her brother used to train in cricket. And when she reached there and her brother started practicing, she started looking for a bench on which she could sleep. Okay.
Who likes sleeping a lot? Who likes
Yeah.
sleeping a lot? No, you don't like sleeping? Who likes? Sadika likes sleeping. Oshin doesn't like sleeping. I like sleeping. I like sleeping.
Okay, Vivan doesn't like sleeping. Okay.
Pranati doesn't
Okay.
like sleeping. Tia doesn't like sleeping.
My sister, Anya says my sister likes
Anya's
sleeping.
sister likes sleeping, she says. Her sister likes sleeping. She's telling us tales about her sister.
Okay. So when Mithali was just about to fall asleep on that bench, she suddenly felt a tap on her shoulder. And she turned around to see that there was this guy who was standing with a bat and a ball, and he said, like, would you want to play cricket? So she said, I haven't ever played cricket, but I don't mind trying. And the guy bowled, and she had the bat, and she hit the ball so hard that it flew off the ground. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And she was so thrilled that she said, I'll come to this academy every day and I'll train in cricket. And she practiced very, very hard. And she became the captain of the Indian cricket team. So that's
Does anybody know where she lives? Where is she from? Which city? Advik, do you know which city she's from? Mithali is from? It's somewhere in the south of India. I've given you a clue. Come on. Anybody know the answer? Prabhi now says he feels like sleeping sometimes. Anybody can guess which South Indian big city Mithali is from? Vivek is taking a guess. Are you? Jodhpur originally, yes. Somebody said Jodhpur originally, but now she lives where? Where does she live? No, she's originally from Jodhpur, but not now. She doesn't live in Jodhpur now. Her father used to work in Jodhpur, but she now lives where? Mamta, you want to tell them?
Where is Charminar?
Hyderabad. Sia said Hyderabad. Oh, good for you, Sia. Good.
Okay, so this is a book which is called Born to Bat about Mithali Raj. The next book in the series is about this girl who's the youngest Nobel Peace Prize winner. And her name is Malala Yousafzai. Last Sunday was her birthday. And her birthday is celebrated as the Malala Day. Okay, she's recently graduated from the Oxford University. Sorry?
I want an Aarti day. Anybody wants Vivan day? Mamta, you don't want a Mamta day? I want an Aarti day. I think I'll get an Aarti day one of these days. Riyanbir, okay. You think you'll get a Riyanbir day on your birthday? When's your birthday? Riyanbir, when's your birthday? Unmute yourself and tell us. Anybody wants to tell us when your birthday is? Okay, Pranati, unmute yourself.
Okay, Advik says 23rd of September.
So Advik day is 24th of September. Pranati, say, unmute yourself and say when's your birthday. Then it'll become Pranati day.
My name is Thea.
Oh, okay. So, birthday is when?
2nd June.
Viren Raj, you can also say, because Viren, you're logging in from your brother Rehanbir's ID and now you are unmute. You can also say when's your birthday?
9th August. My birthday is 2nd June.
The 2nd June is Pranati day. And what's Rehanbir's brother's, what's your name?
Viren. His name is Viren.
Okay, so Viren day. So Viren day is coming up soon, next week. Viren day is 2 weeks away, right?
My name is not Pranati. My name is Thea.
Pia, oh, that's what you're trying to tell me. Sorry, sweetie. So Pia day, not Pranati day. Pia day. Okay. Pranati is your mother's name? Ah, okay. You want to go on, Mamta?
Yeah, so the third book in the series is called Braving the Bullet. It's about this girl called Malala Yousafzai. She was born in Pakistan, and she was born in this very beautiful valley in Pakistan, which is called the Swat Valley. Okay, and it's a very, very beautiful place. And her father was a teacher. He used to run many schools in the valley. And she loved going to school, okay? She loved studying and reading and learning about new things. And one day, suddenly out of the blue, some men came to the valley and they said, girls should not be going to school.
Oh, imagine that. Girls cannot go to school. Ayana, what would you say if somebody told you that? You can't go to school. Tia, what will you say? You think it's a good idea for girls not to go to school? I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself if you want to say something. I think it's a very, very bad idea. And
yeah,
so,
and Malala was very, very angry. She's like, why can't I go to school?
but they were very strict, the Taliban. They were very, very strict people with
These men
guns.
were the Taliban, and they said, because we are saying so. Because we are telling you not to go. And Malala was very, very upset. And she said, I will continue going to school. So instead of going to the school in her uniform, she started going to school in her regular clothes. And she also started writing these columns under the pen name Gul Makai. So there's this legendary heroine from that part of the world who's called Gul Makai. She's a warrior queen in the Pashtun legends. So so she said under the pseudonym pen name Gul Makai, she started writing these columns for BBC, where she very openly opposed this stance that the Taliban had taken of not letting the girls go to school. Okay.
Can you tell them what pen name means?
Yeah, what is the pen name?
Anybody know what's a pen name? So supposing I write a book on my own and my name is Aarti Mutana Singh, but it gets published in the name of Gulu. The author's name goes as Gulu. So what would Gulu be then? Is Gulu my real name? My real name is Aarti Mutana Singh. What is Gulu then? In the front of the book, instead of my Aarti Mutana Singh, it would go Gulu. So what does Gulu mean? Gulu is my pen name. I don't want people to know that Aarti, I have written a book. I want to use a pen name. She didn't want people to know that she had written a book. So she used a pen name. So you all can write, when you all become authors, if you don't want to write a book in your own name, you can use a pen name. A lot of people around the world use a pen name. Even the author of Harry Potter, I think, use a pen name. No? All of you all read Harry Potter? Yes, you have.
Who's written Harry Potter?
That's an example of a pen name. Oh, Vedic, of course, you would have read all of them.
Okay, Vidit knows, I think.
Are you going to give an example of a pen name? Unmute yourself first. Yeah.
The writer of the Harry Potter was J.K. Rowling.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And is it her real name?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
No, but what is the pen name that she used when she was writing a book? When she wrote a book for adults, she used a pen name because she had already become famous as J.K. Rowling only for the Harry Potter books. So when she's writing any other book, have you read? She did 2 books free. There she didn't use her name. She's done an adult book recently. I don't remember the name. She used a pen name. So people didn't know until they sort of did some sleuthing around. They didn't know it was done by Harry Potter. I mean, by J.K. Rowling. So a pen name is not the person's real name. Anybody who doesn't use their real name is using a pen name. Because you have to put the author's name somewhere. No? They put the author's name at the bottom over here. So if I want Gulu to be my pen name, it won't be Aarti Mutana Singh here. It will be Gulu. Gulu and Mamta Naini have written this book. Okay?
So if you had to choose a pen name for yourself, what would that name be? Anyone?
Gunakshi wants to say something, I think. No? Meera wants to say something. Yeah, so what would be your pen name, Meera? It can't be Meera, it has to be something else. I can't hear you. You have to come closer to your mic.
Yeah,
What?
see,
Barbie. Okay, somebody said Barbie.
What did Meera say? I couldn't hear what Meera said.
I said Hira.
Oh, Hira. So the
Hira,
book
okay.
that Meera writes will be called Hira, written by Hira.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. She just changed one letter. Very good. Easy to remember. Not like my Gulu. Anybody else? If they had a pen name, what would they do? Jeet has written change his name to Just Me. Pen name would be Just Me.
Okay,
Advik is going to be
says
Super Advik.
Advik.
I think that's a very good name. I think I'll also copy you and make it Super Gulu. Super Advik, I'm going to be Super Gulu. Oh, Vivan says everybody calls him Harry Potter, so he's going to call you. You can't use. He's usually going to use pen name as Harry Potter. That's a very good idea. Yeah, his glasses are exactly like Harry Potter's.
Yeah.
Somebody else had glasses just like Harry Potter as well. I can't see him right now. Huh?
Okay, so when Malala wrote all these articles, all these columns in BBC, the Taliban found out that it was Malala. And when she was going to school one day in her bus, a few men came and they shot Malala on the head, and then she was rushed to the army hospital. She was taken to the UK and she recovered finally. And then she decided that I am going to talk very, very fearlessly about children's education, and every child has the right to study and go to school, and that's what she did. And
Not
she
just
received the
boys.
Nobel-
Not just boys.
Yeah.
Not just boys going to school, right? Everybody, girls, boys,
Yes.
everybody.
Yes. So she received the Nobel Prize when she was just 17, and she's the youngest Nobel Prize winner, Nobel Peace Prize winner. So that's the third book in the series, which is called Braving the Bullet. Now we come to the fourth book in the series, which is what we're going to be talking about today. It's called Sunni Goes to Space. So have you all read the book? Yeah?
Some have, some haven't, I think.
Okay. So we know that Sunni loves solving all these problems, right? She loves problems. Yeah? Why does she love problems?
Any of you love solving problems? Oshin does. Yeah, what's the last problem you solved? Oshin? Unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself? You. She can't. She can't. Okay. So Sabir Ahuja, unmute me. He's asking us to unmute him. He can unmute himself, right? She's because she's very optimistic
Yes,
and curious.
That's right. So she thinks of problems as challenges that she can solve. She thinks of them as like these complicated puzzles which she can kind of put together. So that's why she loves problems. Okay, and she's very, very curious. So she opens up things to see how these things work. Okay, so in the book, she's trying to open up a radio, right? Are there things that you would like to open up just to see how these things work?
Only if your parents give you permission, huh? Is there anything in your house that's not working? That needs repair and you couldn't give it to the repair person because of a lockdown, maybe? Something that's waiting to be repaired that you would like to try your hand at? Because in those days, they didn't have repair shops and she wanted to fix it herself. Or she would want to find out how something worked, like the radio or the TV. You hear a voice behind the TV and find out. And she was wondering, how did the voice come? Where did the voice come from? Anything in your house you want to know how it works? Do you all know how everything works in your house? How does a washing machine work? Does anybody know how a washing machine works? The clothes come out clean, right? You think your parents would allow you to open? You know, Sia, you know how the washing machine works? Anybody know how the washing machine works? Or anything, or maybe the toaster. How does the toaster pop out like that? I would want to find out how the toaster works. You put two slices of bread in, and then they come out as toast. Pop out. So she was like that. She always wanted to know how everything works. You have to be very curious by nature. Is any one of you very curious by nature, even if you don't want to find out how machines work? But your mother tell you, your father tell you that you're very, very curious? You're a curious person. Do you think you're a curious person? Jeet, do you think you're a curious person? Meera, are you a curious person? You look like a curious person. Are you curious? You want to find out what happens everywhere?
Okay, Vivan is saying yes. Thea is saying yes. Sia.
Okay.
Sia is saying yes.
Okay, Sia, tell us why. Adik is saying, I open what? Electricity? Whoa. I think she hasn't been unmuted yet. Sia wants to say something, right? Adik said electricity. Adik or Adik? Who said Adik? No, there are two Adiks, by the way.
We print and we color them and write which book is it, and we make the board with cardboard.
She's talking about book covers. She makes the book covers she's talking about. Are you talking about book covers?
Yeah, she was telling that she also wants to write a book.
She's already got her design plan ready. Good for her. Okay, so should we start reading the book, you think? Mamta, you want to say something more about...
We can start reading the book.
Okay. Suni's real name wasn't Suni to start with. That's her pet name. Her real name was Sunita.
I know.
Don't say? Okay, say. Say, Mamta.
Sunita Williams.
Oh, no, she wasn't Sunita Williams to start with when she was a little girl. What was she? She was Sunita Pandya.
Yeah, Sunita Pandya. Yes, of course.
Her father was Deepak Pandya, no? So her name was, her surname used to be Sunita Pandya. And Pyar se they started calling her Suni. Most Sunitas become Suni, no? So she became Suni. When she got married, because she got married to somebody, Mr. Williams, who's in the police force, she became Sunita Williams. But her father's family originally came from Gujarat. Gujarat is in India, right? So she is known as an Indian American astronaut. Are you starting or am I starting, Mamta?
You can start and then I'll
yeah, okay. I'll come to you. Suni, if you have the books with you, you can follow me or you can just listen. Suni goes to space. This story is inspired by, like Mamta told you earlier, it's not all totally true, but the fact that she's became an astronaut is absolutely true. And the fact that she was curious was absolutely true. Little Suni loved solving problems. And each time she came up with the most unusual solutions. Isn't that interesting? Why are they only ladybugs? Suni's never wondered. Suni had a solution. She would call some of them gentleman bugs. Why should they only be ladybugs? I call some of them gentleman bugs. Opposite of ladybugs is what? Gentleman bugs. Why does a clock have two arms and a face, but no legs? Her sister asked. Suni had a solution. She drew the legs herself. Okay, Arabat. They have the legs. Should we play with dolls or should we dress up as princesses? Her friends discussed. Suni had a solution. She went for a swim instead. She's a very different kind of kid, you know. One day, she wondered why she couldn't see the people whose voices were coming from the radio. Suni had a solution like before. She would break open the radio and find out. Uh-oh, do you think her parents are okay with that? Never mind. She got a hammer, a spanner, and pliers. And just when she was about to break open the radio, it blared. Uh-oh. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Oops! She got such a shock. A voice from the radio announced that a man had set foot on the moon. Wow! A man called Neil Armstrong. What was his name? Neil Armstrong, the first man to set foot on the moon. Going to the moon? That sounds like fun, not Suni. Doesn't that sound like fun? I would like to go to the moon. Would you all like to go to the moon? Put a thumbs up who wants to go to the moon. Thumbs up if you want to go to the moon. No, you don't want to go to the moon, Bridget? I want to go to the moon. I got a thumbs up. Mamta doesn't want to go to the moon. I want to go to the moon. Put a thumbs up if you want to go to the moon. But how did Neil Armstrong get there? She wondered. Did he jump on a giant hot air balloon? Did he build a ladder to the moon? Not possible, huh? Or maybe he rode on the back of a bird to get there. Wow. Perhaps. I should ask more. Sumi ran and asked her mother. And what did her mother say? A special bird called a space shuttle. Now, you've all heard of a space shuttle, right? A special bird called a space shuttle took him there, Sumi's mother explained. Astronauts go to space to study it. That's how we learn about the planets and the stars. I want to be an astronaut, said Suni. I want to be an astronaut, said Mamta. I want to be an astronaut, said Aarti. Golu, pen name Golu. I want to be an astronaut, said Meera. Meera wants to be an astronaut? Tia wants to be an astronaut? Naila wants to be an astronaut? Ridit wants to be an astronaut? No, Ridit. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. We'll come back to you in the end. I don't think you've been unmuted yet. And what did your mother say? You can be whatever you want to be. Okay?
Mom, I want to be an astronautic scientist.
Astronautic scientist. I think you have to be, part of being an astronaut is you have to know enough science, you have to be good at flying. I think there are a lot of requirements to be an astronaut. So you want to be an astronomical what? Scientist. Yeah, good. From that day on, Suni had bigger problems to solve. What were they, Mamta? Big problems to solve. Not just radio and not about swimming and not about princesses. These were big time problems.
So you have to find answers to these problems, okay? So the problems that she had to solve were, what's outer space made of? How fast does a space shuttle travel? What's the distance between the Earth and the Moon? How are galaxies formed? How long would it take to go around the Earth? What's the speed of sound? And then one day, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
What
Can you all
happened?
say it together?
Let's start at 10. Come. Everybody together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2,
1.
1.
Whoosh! What happened? Mamta, what happened?
Suni's space shuttle Discovery rose into the skies with a blast of smoke. Okay, now she's in space. Okay,
I want to be in space.
who else wants to go to space?
Nobody wants to go to space. They think it's very exciting.
Yes,
We are already in space.
No, we're not.
we're already in space.
Oh,
Okay.
pretend space. Then
Okay.
Pretend space.
Pretend space. Okay, he's in pretend space. Good for you.
Okay. So we'll show you how the inside of the space shuttle looks like. Okay. Yeah, we have the small video clip for you. but I think I can't share my screen with everybody. It says host disabled participant screen sharing. So can somebody from Manja House please allow me?
Yeah. Gurleen, can you help?
Yeah, 1 second on it.
So Sunita Williams is an astronaut. She's put her plant holder on top of her head, Mira. What happened to your wonderful hairband? She made into a crown. Ah, there it is. That looks a little bit, if you use your imagination, like a rocket launcher on top of her head. Mira's head is got a rocket launcher. No, she's back to wearing her hairband. Oh, she's made it a telescope. That's nice.
Can you give me a minute and come back to it?
Yeah, we'll continue reading the story.
Okay.
Sure. Are you going, Mamta, or am I going? Go on.
Okay. Suni made it to space. There she stayed for 195 days. The longest anyone had ever stayed in space till then. When she came back, many people interviewed her. Suni went to explore on space 6 more times.
That means 7 times she's gone, no?
Yeah.
7 times? Yeah, okay.
On 2 missions, yes.
Yes.
Many years later, in a different living room, another little girl with a hammer, a spanner, and pliers were all ready to break open her television set to find out why the people in it couldn't see her. Okay, so this is many, many years later. There's this another girl in her living room, and she's trying to open up a television set to find out why the people inside the TV can't see her. When suddenly she saw a woman in a silver jumpsuit saying, "Don't get bogged down by the notion of limits. There aren't any." Okay, so this was Sunita Williams. She was saying that you don't need to get bogged down by the notion of limits because there aren't any limits to these notions. Somebody from behind the TV was saying that the woman in the silver jumpsuit had traveled to space. This woman was Sunita Williams, a NASA astronaut.
Suni, pyar se Suni.
Traveling to space. That sounds like fun, the little girl thought. And well, this girl loved to solve problems too.
Just like Suni. How many Sunis out there? She has one Suni. Mira has one Suni. You know, just day before yesterday, there were 2 astronauts, just day before yesterday, who did spacewalks. You know what a spacewalk is? Does anybody know what a spacewalk is? No, so a spacewalk is when you leave, when you leave the space shuttle, you have to wear a special suit when you leave the space shuttle. That means, and you have something tied on to you. Ridit, note the answer. You want to answer Ridit? You'll have to get off mute first. Can you get off mute, Ridit? Tell us what spacewalking is.
When an astronaut come out from her or his space shuttle by a support of a rope.
Like a rope, yeah. It's called a tether, yeah.
Yeah, and go to repair or do something in the outer space.
They do repair sometimes. They do experiments sometimes.
Yes, ma'am.
They change batteries like this. These 2 astronauts 2 days ago, they went out on a spacewalk and they changed the batteries because the batteries have got old.
Yes, ma'am.
Just 2 days ago, on Expedition 63. Do we have time to show the video? That video of when?
We only have 5 minutes, so maybe we can just show it for 5, 7 minutes.
You can show the video now, Mamta.
Okay.
So the video is of Sunita Williams inside the space shuttle. Wow.
So this is Node 2. This is a really cool module. Of course, most of these modules you see, they have 4 sides, and they're put together. That way we could sort of work on a flat ceiling. But, you know, again, all you have to do is turn yourself and your reference changes. The reason I'm bringing that up is because this is where 4 out of 6 of us sleep. And so people always ask about sleeping in space. Do you lie down? Are you in a bed? Not really, because it doesn't matter. You don't really have the sensation of lying down. You just sit in your sleeping bag. So here's one sleep station right here. I'm going in right now. You can follow me if you want. So I'm inside. It's sort of like a little phone booth, but it's pretty comfy. I've got a sleeping bag right here that we sleep in, so we don't have sort of like a little bit of a cover. We don't fly all over the place. But you know, you can sleep in any orientation. I have it feeling like I'm standing up right now, but like you saw, I'm on the floor. But it doesn't matter if I turn over and I sleep upside down. I can't have it. I don't have any sensation in my head that tells me that I'm upside down. So it really doesn't matter. The sleep station is also like a little office. We've got a computer in here. As you can see, we've got a couple little toys. I've got some books. I've got some clothes and other things that make it sort of like home. I'm coming out.
My hair look like that all the time.
Just for reference, that's
My hair's already like that.
This one's another right here. There's one on the ceiling, if you want to call it, right here. And then there's a fourth on the other
She's
wall,
upside down.
over here. So all of us sleep in a little bit of a circle. All right, come on back. There's more to show you. I know that there's some questions about how to use the bathroom and how do you actually live in space like normal, like at home. I mentioned real quickly about getting up in the morning and brushing your teeth and washing your face. Well, how do you do that? Well, here is the bathroom, essentially. You get up in the morning and we have a little kit, and it has all the essential things that you need, like your toothbrush and toothpaste and brush. See how much better the brush makes my hair look?
Yeah, Gunakshi said
I'm just
it's because
joking.
of gravity.
It still stands up straight. It doesn't matter where you are. It's always going to stand up straight while you're in space. A lot of people ask about toothbrush and toothpaste. So, luckily enough, toothpaste, you can do it upside right this way, is sticky, and so it sticks to your toothbrush. No problem. Another cool thing is that water sticks to your toothbrush too. If you can see it, I'll have some water come out. The water is pretty neat up in space.
Oh wow, it's a bubble.
Stick your toothbrush, and it will make a big bubble.
Brushing your teeth with a
That's
bubble.
just by surface tension. And then you can drink it. So a lot of people ask about what do you do with the toothpaste after you brush your teeth. Two options. Swallow it, and it's sort of like mouthwash. Eek. But it tastes a little gross. Or you can just spit it out in a paper towel, and then you don't have to worry about it. Swallowing thing I wouldn't recommend at home. I'm only up here for 4 months, so it's not that bad.
4 months?
One of the most pressing questions about living in space, of course, is the bathroom. So let's take a look at that little piece of work. Come on in. Here we are at the throne. This is awesome. You might see the little, you might have noticed the little moon on the outside. This is our orbital outhouse right here.
Oh, tiny.
And of course, it serves for 2 functions. Number 2, right here. I'll show you. You see it's pretty small, so you have to have pretty good aim, and you be ready to make sure things get let go the right direction.
Oh.
And it smells a little bit, so I'm closing it up. And that's, of course, for number 2. And this guy right here is for number 1. So they're sort of 2 slightly separate functions, but you can do a little, essentially both by hanging on right here and doing number 1 and number 2. I might add it's color coded so you really don't get it mixed up, which is nice. This is yellows for number 1. And also there's a selection of paper. People always ask about toilet paper. What do you do with toilet paper? What kind of toilet paper do you have? We have gloves just because sometimes it does get messy. We have some Russian wipes, which are a little bit coarse if you like the coarse type of toilet paper. We have some nice tissues, which are nice and soft if you like soft toilet paper. We have Huggies, just for any cleanup. You know, we were all babies once, and this sort of helps. And then as things get really out of control, we have disinfectant wipes just to make sure we clean up here. Because, you know, just like the water I showed you, the number 1 stuff can sort of go all over the place if you don't aim correctly. And did I mention both of these have a little bit of suction, so they should keep things going in the right direction. But like I said, sometimes things get a little out of control if you are out of control yourself flying around. So we have lots of protective stuff. And of course, you do have your privacy. There's a little door, so other people know that you're in there. Here's a pretty cool place. This is sort of like in your house where everybody meets in the morning. After you wash your face, brush your teeth, you want to find something for breakfast. And this is our kitchen. You might notice there's all sorts of foods here. It's like opening the refrigerator. You got all your different stuff that you want to have: drinks, meats, eggs, vegetables, cereals, bread, snacks. And that's a good place. That's where you find all the candy. Side dishes, and then some little power bars just in case. So we have all this type of food. Some of it is dehydrated, and so we have to hydrate it, fill it up with water. Some of it is already made to do. I'm pulling out barbecued beef brisket. Pretty yummy.
So I think we're running out of time. So maybe we can share the link for this video with you, and maybe you can watch it later on. And we had this very exciting activity planned for you. So maybe Vidhi can take you through the activity, and we can have this fun activity now. Yeah?
Yeah, and also send us what have you done, anything to do with space, whether it's a play act, whether it's a poem, whether it's a story. Please send it across and we'll try and put it up if you can. Anything to do with singing, anything to do with space. And it might be a good idea to read the other 3 books on the little leaders as well. Okay, everybody? Had a good time? Yeah? I had a good time. Mamta, you had a good time?
I had a wonderful time.
Yes.
Give a thumbs up if you like the session. Give a thumbs up quick.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for having us. It was great meeting all of y'all. Bye. Till next time. Don't go anywhere. Vidhi's waiting with an exciting hot activity for you guys. Wait.
Okay. Yeah, Vidhi, unmuting you.
Hello, everybody. And I can see everyone is ready with their crayons, and you are ready with all your supplies. Are you? Okay. So when you have to say a yes, you just do like this, right? When everyone does anything, just do like this. So, okay, we talked about space. Are you interested in going to space? All of you? Yeah? Oh, yes, looks like everyone is. So what we can do is, we can't go to space. It's a little difficult. So what we can do is, we can draw space. Would you like to draw space? So will you get one sheet out? A sheet like this, a blank sheet. Do you all have it? Will you show me? All of you show me your sheets. Awesome. Okay, so we are ready for it. Also, we'll also need another small sheet. If we need to cut a circle out of a small sheet. Will you be able to do it? Is Mama around or anyone else around to help you? No, you don't have? It's okay. Never mind. We'll let it be. I can see Advik. Advik, you don't have a sheet to cut this? And do you have paper to make a circular sheet, circular thing? It's a small circle made out of paper. Can you all do that also? Yes? Okay, so can you all show me a thumbs up if everyone can make a cutout of a circle? If all of you can do it. Okay. Okay, Anya, you can't do it? No? Okay, let it be. That's all right. Else everyone can. Let me see your thumbs again. Okay, okay. So let's get started. You all got crayons, oil pastels? Yes? So what's your favorite color? You can say it loud at home. What's your favorite color? Red, blue, pink. My favorite color is pink. Okay, can you see me? So take out your favorite crayons. I've got a pink, I've got an orange, and I've got a blue. I think I like purple also. So I'm going to take all these crayons and one by one, do we get started? Are you all ready? Put your sheets on the table or whatever surface you have and take a crayon in your hand. I want to see a crayon in everyone's hand. Okay. Okay, you have to show me your favorite color so that I also know. Okay. Oh, wow. Someone's got a purple. Oshin, I also love purple. Vihan, where is your crayon? Okay. And what do you like to do? Do you like to do squiggles? Sadika Srivastav. Sadika, you got paints. Maybe you don't have a oil pastel, a crayon? Because we'll need crayons. Yes, you got it right. All of you got it right. But I think Sadika needs a crayon. Divasveer, do you have crayons? Do you have? You have to take out a crayon. Okay. So now this is my favorite part. So you take it and you go swiggle. You are traveling in space. You're traveling here, there. Come on. Come on, let yourself loose. Run. Just in the center. Don't go out. Just run a lot in the center. Go here, there, whichever side you want. Okay? And if you are bored with one crayon, maybe we should pull out another crayon. I am pulling out an orange. So now come, let's do it. Squiggle. Rub. Are you all doing it? Are you singing along with it? Are you? Squiggle. That's the magic mantra to reach the space. Squiggle. Rub. And now maybe we can use another crayon. And what do you say? What do you say when you go all around? Squiggle. Rub. Squiggle. Okay. I love making these squiggles. Can you all show me your squiggles? Okay, Ridit, will you show me your squiggle? I can see Anya's. Anya, baby, you should do a little bit more. Go a little wide. Oh, Aarti, I can see your squiggles. I like them. Yes, Meera is doing perfect. So is Thea. Rihanna, can you show me your squiggles? Vivan, your squiggles. Rehanbir, you're doing perfect. Very good, Rihanna. Vivan, I just love it. It already looks like the space. Tiwari kids, you are doing awesome. Oshit, I think everyone's got it. Gunakshi, I cannot see your squiggles. Naila has got it right. Sia has got it right. Advik, you got it right. And okay, I can see everyone's. Advik Singhal, oh, you got it right too. All right. Jasmine, I cannot see yours. And Sabir, I cannot see your squiggles. Okay. So more or less, I think we all have got it right. Maybe you can put your crayons away because we are done with them. And now we are going to use paint. Do you have paints with you? Okay. Now first, those of you who, yes, those of you who have a circle, can you take your circle and put it on your paper? Let me show you how to do it. Okay. Yeah, yes. Oh, yes, I can see. Just put it on one side. Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect, Vivan. That's all right. No, no, Meera, you have to put it on one side, baby. You have to put your circle on one side. No, the empty side where there is no squiggle. Yeah, yeah, that's perfect. And Thea, you are doing it absolutely right. Yes, Advik and Shastrit, you got it right. Yes, Sia, that's perfect. Naila, will you show it to me? Tiwari kids, I cannot see where you. Oh, yes, that's perfect. And Rehanbir, I can't see yours. Gunakshi, I can't see. Where are you putting? Okay, so basically the idea is, let me just explain it. The idea is to place it. You don't have to paste it. You just have to place your circle where there is free space. Okay, so you can put it over here. Now we'll take the brush. Are you ready for the next step? All of you? Or do you want me to wait for you? Where are your thumbs? How will I know? Okay, I can see lots of thumbs up. Okay. All right. Okay, so we are going to... Ayana, do you need more time? Ayana Sharma, are you ready to go on to the next? Okay. Oh, what happened, Vihan? You are saying thumbs down or thumbs up? Thumbs down. Okay, you want me to wait. All right, we'll wait for a second. And now you can show me your thumbs up once you are all ready. And just keep your thumbs up. Okay, Vihan is ready. Divasveer, are you ready? Okay, I can see everyone is ready. Sadhika Srivastava, are you ready? Sabir, you are ready? Okay. Lakshmi auntie, are you ready? Okay. All right. I can see everyone is ready. So now we will take black paint and we will just dip it a little in the water. We don't want to take a lot of water. See, I've got water here. I am just dipping the brush and then I'm putting my water away and I start painting. Just like you did squiggles, just start painting. Just go crazy painting. Don't, just remember, you don't have to paint the circle. You can paint above it, but you can't remove the circle and paint. You can take a lot of water. Now keep dipping it in water. You all can see me, right? Are you doing it right? See, I've got lots of paint, so now I'm not even dipping it in paint. I'm just painting it. I'm just dipping it in water and painting. and just cover your entire painting other than the little planet that you're drawing. Are we all good doing it? Can I see some thumbs up? Disconnect. Are we all good? Painting, painting. And when you're painting around your circle, just hold it and paint it like this. See, just go around it. You can paint above it, but just keep it in place. Can you see what I'm doing, babies? Is there anyone who has a question to ask? Sabir, you have a question. Oh, lots of you have questions. Okay, how do I take these questions?
They should write their questions in the chat.
Babies, can you please write your questions? I can read them. Can we unmute them? Oh, beautiful. Who is this? Vivan, you've got it looking so awesome. And you've done it so fast. I'm still struggling with it.
Vidhi, if we unmute them, all of them will start talking and they won't be able to hear what you are saying. So it's better they write down in the chat.
I guess. Not a problem. Okay. So I have got it. Mine is something like this. And Vivan has made it even better than me. Vivan, can you show it to everyone, please? What have you done? Yours is looking even pretty. Ah, beautiful. This is looking so lovely. Can you all show it to me one by one? Vivan, I love it. And you know what? Once you guys have done this, you should send your pictures. Oh, this is very lovely, Meera. I can see yours. It's looking very lovely. Ria, it is pretty, very pretty. Oh, lovely, Naila. Everything is looking. See, have you seen there is some bit of color coming? Can you see that? See, there is coloring. Vivan, show yours, baby. There is little color peeking through, and that's what is making this painting very pretty. Okay, so now I think most of you have got it right. Have you all? Can you show me, Sia? What have you done? Naila, would you like to show me what you've done till now? And it doesn't have to be painted perfect. It can be a little haywire, okay? You don't have to paint all edges. Yes, Naila. Okay. You know, perhaps, yes, that's good. That's very nice. Lovely, lovely. Very nice. Next time, maybe you should try it once more. Oh, this is really lovely. Divas, I really like it. It's wonderful. Next time, maybe when you do it, you should press your crayons a little harder and at one place. Okay, so now that more or less all of you are done, see, this is what now you can remove your little circle. Just remove your circle from there. This is what it will look like, right? Do you have it? And you know why have we left this space? This is the little planet that you guys will be discovering. This is a planet. Maybe when you grow up and you become astronauts, this is going to be your own planet. And if you've got your own planet, I think it's a good idea to choose your own colors for your planet. What colors would you like to? You know, I love neon colors. So I am going to choose orange for my planet, and I am going to choose blue for my planet. So take your little circle. Is it okay for me to go on to this step? Next step? Can I have a thumbs up from all of you? If we are okay to go? Okay. Naila, your color is perfect. You can choose your own color, whatever color. Vivan, are you not ready? And even if you don't have, you can take any piece of paper. Who says that a planet has to look circular? Your planet can look like a triangle, or your planet can look like a square, or whatever you want it. As long as there is a planet, which we all have decided that you all will have a planet of your own. So I'm just going to put paint on this, just like this. Okay. Maybe I should put some pink also on my planet. Are you doing like this? You just have to dab colors. Just dab, but a lot of colors. Got it? Show me your little circles. Do you have your circles ready? Does it? Who's got their circle? It's okay. You can take your time. Don't worry. Don't rush it up. Okay, I can see. Ridit, are you ready with your circle? Don't paint the circle too much. Just look at it. My circle has got blotches of paint. You don't have to paint it properly. It just has a lot of paint on them. Don't now. I think we should stop with the space. Let it be. See, my space has a few white areas on the side. It's okay. Oh yes, this is perfectly all right, Advik. This is, yes, Vivan, you're doing it right. Yes, lovely. Yes, perfect. Anyone else wants to show that this? Naila, I can see you painted something. Oh yes, this is right. Yes, Rehanveer, it is right. Very good. Naila, your colors, I just love your colors. Rayana, it's good. Okay. And let me see if anyone else is ready with it. Jeet, are you ready with something? With your little disc? No, you don't have. Never mind. You can just, yes, your Devasveer, it is all right. It's okay. If you don't have a circle, you can just paint on it. You can just draw your own planet. Sia, do you have? Okay. Oh, perfect. Little Sia has done such a great job. Awesome. So now comes the show time. So we are going to take this little block and we are going to put it on the place that we left blank, and then we are going to twist it and turn it, because you know planets move around, don't you? And let's see what is happening. The planet is moving. Can I see anyone else's planet moving, or is my planet moving? Yes, Vivan, put your little, yes, let it move. Rotate it a little. Yes. You have to have lots of color on it. I just saw someone, Anya, Ayana, you've got only one paint on the color on your disc. Do you have two colors or one? Ayana or Naila, I just, you need to have at least 2 colors. I'm just reading this out. Shashrit is asking that should I color black full? Yes, you have to color it all this thing. Now you have to place this and see what happens. Look at your, just look at your planet. This is your personal planet. I've got a little, and now you can even paint it more orange. If you want, you can paint it red. You can put whatever colors you want on this. So this is, can you see it now? Who all have done this till now? Oh yes, I can see. Red, that's beautiful. Vivan, that is looking so lovely. Very nice. And Sia, this is very nice what you've done. And we want you all to send pictures of what you do, and the ones we feel that are so super creative and super cool. Oh, lovely. I love this, Vivan. It's looking so beautiful. We are going to put it up on our Facebook pages, on all our social media pages, the Westland social media page. Okay, so are you all done with it? Will you all? I want you all to hold it up to yourself. Hold up your painting so that I know everyone is done. Yes, I can see that. Devan, I can see. Redit, I can see. It's okay. Meera, can you just lower it a little bit? Lovely. It is looking very pretty. Super pretty. Then I can see Advik and Shashrit. Very nice. I like it. Rehan B, it is awesome. Naila, it is looking so lovely. I haven't seen others. Rayana, I haven't seen yours. And I'll just look at the others. Oh, this Jeet, yours is looking lovely. Ayana Sharma, I really like it. It is looking so awesome. And yeah, Jeet, I saw yours. I haven't seen I haven't seen Oceans. I haven't seen Shashwat. Sia, can I see yours? Ah, Sia, your planet looks so pretty. Lovely. Advik, can I see yours? Oh, this is also lovely. Who's this? Rehanveer. And Divya, no, not Divya. Who's above? I can't see the name. Okay. So I guess most of us have done this. Yeah. Oh, Rihanna, I like it. Lovely, lovely. So do we go on to the next step, please? Since we are running out of time. No? Maybe you can. Oh, I think Thea is saying no. Thea, I would love to wait, but the problem is, maybe we are running out of time. So maybe you can complete it later. Let me show what you have to do. After that, you all, whoever has finished it, can take their little earbud and take white paint or toothpaste. If you don't have white paint or toothpaste, dip it in the paint and put a few drops here and there. That is because the sky, these are little stars that you're putting. Are you doing it? Can I see some stars?
Vidhi, sorry for interrupting, but we need to tell them that they have to click the picture of their artwork and they have to send it to 9779020050. I'll write it in the chat box.
Vidhi, you're mute. Vidhi?
Yeah, she has to be unmuted. I think the moderator has to do
Gurleen,
that.
could you unmute Vidhi,
Yes,
please?
now
Yes.
I am unmuted finally.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Oh, I can see such lovely work. I can see Vivan. Vivan, you've done a great job, and I am still putting them. Yes. Oh, yes, I can see so many of you have done. Let me just finish and yeah, we are done. Let me show you mine. But I think yours is better than mine. And Vivan, I love it. Rihanna, I love this so much. Meera, very pretty, very good. You're doing a great job. Rehanbir, that's lovely. Advik and Shashkrit, very nice. Naila, awesome. Sia, really lovely. Very nice. Yes, I can see Jeet. Oh, beautiful. I love what you've done around the planet. I think that's a great idea. Please, all of you look at Jeet. What she's done is she's put a little circle of dots around the planet to mark it as her territory. No one can enter. This is like the Lakshman Rekha. And Divasveer, it is so pretty. And Shreyan, I love it. It is so lovely. You guys have just done such an awesome job. This is great. I think we can leave them to do the rest themselves. But before we go, we also need to tell you about the next session we are going to have on August 15th. Can I talk about it? Admins? Nazi, can I?
Yeah, I'll just unmute Lakshmi so that she can talk about her session. Yeah, I've unmuted her.
Okay. Okay, kids, I also want to tell you about this session. Today you had a great session. Thank you so much, Aarti and Mamta. Thank you. And you guys have already got these books, but if you want to buy the entire set of the books, it is available on Amazon. You can get great discounts there also. So get yourself the entire Little Leaders set. It'll be a great addition to your library. The next session we are going to have is on this fantastic book called Why Is My Hair Curly? It is a great book. It is a book for 7-year, kids who are above 7-year-old. And the lucky part is the author of this book, Lakshmi Iyer, that is Lakshmi Auntie, is here with us today. And maybe we should ask Lakshmi Auntie, what is there in this book? And what is that session you're going to do on August 15 be all about? Do let us know.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So just like Vidya Auntie introduced, my name is Lakshmi. Hi. I had an amazing time watching all of you work on your space. This book is a little different. It's more down to earth. It deals with people and families and hair. How many of you here have curly hair? Let me see if I can see your pictures. Anybody? Any thumbs up? Vidya Auntie has. Who else?
But
I see Meera has. And then does Tia have? Any boys with curly hair here?
Aarti Auntie also.
Aarti Auntie also? Okay. So this book talks about how sometimes it's very hard to take care of curly hair, especially when you're getting ready in the morning, when you go to school. Do any of you struggle with it? Does your mom have a rough time getting you ready for school? I have 3 daughters myself, and a lot of our mornings are a struggle, even though they don't have curly hair. But this book is not just about that. It's also about the different kinds of families that can be. Me and my husband, Kannan uncle, we adopted our children. So this book also features children who are adopted. Do any of you have anybody in your family who's adopted? Any thumbs up? I can't see any. Okay, so but I see Sadhika. Sadhika, has somebody adopted in your family? Well, this book is about how sometimes you can feel different from everybody else in your family. Sometimes you have feelings that you don't know what to do with. So this book has a little girl, her name is Avantika, and she writes about her feelings, especially when she feels like she can't talk about it to anybody. So I hope like when we meet again in August, we can talk a little more about this book and you can get to know Avantika and Avnish. And if you have any questions about how the book came to be, about any of the people in the book, I'm more than happy to answer.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi. I hope they are able to join us for the next session as well. And kids, please send in your photographs, the artwork that you've done. Please send in your photographs on the number mentioned here. And we hope to see you for another session. I think Gayatri and Nazi will take over from now. Thanks.
Hi, thank you, Vidhi, and thank you, Lakshmi. Your book sounds really exciting. I'm sure a lot of children will tune in for that as well. And thank you, Aarti and Mamta. This was a really, really fun session. Thank you, Red Panda and Westland, for this fabulous collaboration. I'm sure the kids have had a wonderful time. Can I just see some thumbs up just to show the authors here and Vidhi how much we've liked their session today with us? Yes, 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 yes. We've had a superb time. Thank you so much for being here. And kids, tell your mummies to keep an eye out on the social media to check out when the next session is coming up. It's on the 15th of August. The details will be out soon. And do remember to put out the pictures that you drew today, the paintings, which look lovely. And other than that, also anything else. I mean, you want to doodle, you want to sing a song, you want to dance, talk about space, tell us what you think. Just upload. We'll pass it on to Mamta and Aarti and Vidhi, and we will put out the most creative things that you guys put together. Yeah. So that's it from us today at the book room at Maja House. And we hope to see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading, keep telling tales, and keep that imagination alive. See you. Bye-bye. Bye, kids. Lots of love.
Bye, kids.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, 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 Aarti, bye, Mamta, bye, Vidhi. See you. Bye, Lakshmi.